logo doesn't affect us, but okay, let's all share and then we'll get to it. KrispyPants!
Yo,
is he? Are you guys broadcasting already?
Yeah, because we need time to share.
Yo, man, can we get a count in, my G? Can we get
because
a holding card or something like that?
No, because it's already
What kind of operation is the Soundcast Network running here?
I don't know. Ask Keith, man.
Solid
This is how it's been.
El Producto.
I know, and then this is the time where we're like, hey, y'all. Yeah, exactly. 8 p.m. sharp. Sometimes we're early. This week, because of our caveats, we're not. Maniacs, thanks for being here. I have this sneaking suspicion that we already have Matt Stoddy, but I'm not sure of it yet.
I actually built you guys an intro, but it's rendering in my
so next week.
Adobe. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I thought I was gonna be helping run it, so I was like,
let
me do a cool intro.
I'm a ding dong, and I realized that we're only live on YouTube. We're not live on Facebook.
We're live on Twitch.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, okay.
Words and things.
So letting me share that.
Words and things and words and
things. Are you doing it to the Facebook, or are you just doing links? Because I can easily do it right now to the
you can do it on Facebook, please. I'm doing Twitter right now. Is live, and I'm tagging MrKrispyPants. Yo, Mark, what's your tag on Twitter?
I don't have a Twitter.
Motherfucker!
Who are you?
All right, I'm tagging Sagebell because she's our queen.
Control Z, Control A, Control C.
And then I obviously have an auto.
Twitter.
Boom. Okay, Twitch is shared. Salt tier. Oh, come on. Update, YouTube. You're the one I believe in most. I don't understand most things, but YouTube is the one thing that I'm like, I kind of get it.
There we go.
And let me get this.
Why are links being shared into our YouTube?
And then, Mark, obviously, this is time for you to take the YouTube link, if possible, and share it to your Facebook so all your friends can see.
Let's see. Where? Oh, I saw my Facebook.
Yeah, and also, here's your YouTube link in the StreamYard if you don't have it.
Derek, how come you don't have you haven't built some cool place card?
You mean I make one after every episode? I've made 110.
No, I'm talking about for the beginning of the show.
A place card? I don't know. I haven't been asked to. I don't know how we go about that. You mean like a generic Salt Tier podcast place card?
Yeah, starting shortly.
Yeah, I mean I can make that right after we post. But we are now 3 episodes into the podcast.
Is there only 3 of them so far?
3 what's?
3 of the podcasts.
You're nuts. There's like 50. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the live streams.
Oh, yeah. It's Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Oh, and we got Darkane. Look at that, KrispyPants. We got Darkane in the fucking house. Man, I wish you made that trip to Anime Expo LA. I feel like you were out of the people he picked, you were the very next person in line to be at that crazy night. And then I blacked out at a Japanese whiskey bar. It was rough. And here's the clap for the producers. You all ready? Everybody shared?
Oh, let me get the YouTube link.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, we're good. Look at this melanated ass fucking. I know Saverings is down with this. Let's talk about. This is the NBA Jam podcast. That's all we're talking about.
I wasn't gonna say it, but since you did,
the NBA Jam podcast. I like it.
All right, Russ, let's do a 30-second count in.
Yeah. Okay.
Practice. All right. Here we go.
Maniacs! Thank you. We have reached episode 100. What's everybody laughing for? This is episode 111 of the Salt Tier Podcast. That is Soundcasting Network's very own podcast where your argument is
What?
Invalid. It's invalid.
Thank
guys.
you. It's
This is my first
invalid.
day out here. I don't even know.
I know, not coming to you from studio 212 here in South Lake Union, but from the general Pacific Northwest. We are still very much brought to you by Voodoo Ranger Ipa, New Belgium's very fantastic line of Indian Pale Ale, Bowser's Fury. Oh, and we got our wonderful Sage Bill. What do you got there?
This one is the, I hear my echo, Voodoo Ranger Juicy IPA. It is a 7.5% alcohols. And then they also have right now the Higher Plane IPA, which is an 8.5%.
Nice.
Super tight.
That's what I got too.
They really don't mess around. Yo, super producer, how's my volume at this point? We good?
Your internet's kind of crap.
I said you get streaming over the Wi-Fi.
That weak ass internet.
I know.
got
I am over the Wi-Fi. But Maniacs, thank you. And remember, oh, hold on. Let me tilt that. There we go. You like that chain? It's a penny farthing. Say what?
Quit copying me, Derek. Come on, man.
I know. I copy you. Young.
You got an old timey bicycle? Is that what that is?
It's called a penny farthing. Thank you very much. Très bien. Okay, so remember, Voodoo Ranger, part of New Belgium, employee-owned, B Corp certified, and freaking delicious. You don't need a drink from the big boys. You don't need White Claw. You don't need Budweiser. Drink New Belgium beer. Lauren, thank you very much. And also, Lauren has been freaking on a tear with her getting fit during the winter. I'm trying to catch up to her like running and her mile times, and I am not even close. She's kicking my ass. But, take care of your body. Healthy body, healthy mind. Healthy mind means you can click heads on online shooters. Yo! Am I right? I'm right.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Fleur. Oh, wait. There are too many baseball caps here. Hold on a second.
The whole top row. You're breaking
There
up the
we go.
symmetry.
There we go. All right, and I'm going to start this off at my top left. We're going to do introductions, and I'll turn it up to 100%. Thank you, Darkane. We're going with Detroit's very own, which is, I just saw some bartending videos from the 2 James Distillery. Detroit is holding it down. We got Savorings, ... Introduce yourself, and what have you been playing?
Oh, hello. This is the Savorings ... of Benton Harbor, Michigan. I'm from the other side of the state. How dare you? But you know what? I'll take the kudos for Detroit whenever they do something good. I'll say that. All of my fellow Michiganders. That's what they're unofficially known as. I've just been
Not Rock?
No, Michiganders, and it's so terrible that we kind of like took it because it's just like that's so bad. Of course, we'll just take that. As far as games I've been playing, I actually have to look it up because I've been playing quite a bit. If I take a look here at my games list, I got to get into it because I was posting on our Steam group, that's Salt Tier Podcast on Steam. We're up to 42 people now. Our boy over there, Maddie, made off like a fat rat with some games the other day. And that could be you too. If you join our group, we just give away random games. At the last count, had about 35 or 40 games to give away on the low end. So yeah, join our Steam group. It's just Salt Tier Podcast. Search it out. But the games I've been playing, we'll run on the list. Octopath Traveler, Borderlands 3. I've been in Steam VR a lot. I played 1976. If you guys remember 1942, that old top-down bullet hell game. There's a weirdo VR version of it that was on sale for like $3. So of course I bought it.
That game used to give me nightmares.
Yeah, the VR version is nightmare fuel too. Redout, which is basically their version of Wipeout, and you can play it all across different ways. It's on different platforms, but you can also play it in VR. And that game was don't play that if you're weak of stomach. That's like projectile vomit the game if you're not ready and you're playing it in VR. I played Accounting Plus, which was made by the guys who made Rick and Morty and the Stanley Parable. It's a VR game. It's just as nuts as those two people would make a game together. I finally played Hellblade: Sinuous Sacrifice, and I played that in VR. The game's very much a mind fuck. If you haven't played that, play that. I played Dota 2 because I come back to Dota 2 every 2 years, and I'm like, I'm gonna get good at this game, and I never do. so this is my biannual rotation of trying to play Dota 2. I played Dread Halls, just as scary as it always was. I played Phasmophobia with our very own Sage Bell. I was terrible, like I killed all the times, but I think I had more fun being a ghost.
When you're a ghost, you can pick up just items and like throw them around.
Yeah, so basically I picked up everything that wasn't nailed down in the houses that I died in, and I just cluttered up their little rescue van with all like cups and potted plants and stuff.
All the silverware.
Yeah, all the silverware. They couldn't even see like the keyboard they were supposed to be typing on. Played Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I played this game called Potion Craft. I played the NBA 2K VR experience. It's trash. I tried to play VR chat, but I got to mess with some settings because it was running at like 9 FPS in VR. Also, projectile vomit fuel. I played Moss. I played Dyson Sphere Project. I played a little bit of Ni no Kuni, which I've been talking about, and I actually played a little bit of Left 4 Dead 2. So I've been kind of. Oh, and I got Super Mario 3D World on the Switch. I've been playing that. So that's what I.
Busy week.
That was a busy week. I've been jumping around. I've been trying to take advantage. Yeah, I try to get in a lot of VR because I tweak my neck. So I figured part of my therapy is I put like the nice like weighted thing on just so I could like keep it loose and everything. So
and CBD.
Yeah, and CBD oil. Yep. So VR was part of my PT for my damaged neck from being old. So that's what I've been playing. That's a whole lot. I'll kick it off to our man over here, our sit-in producer here. What's up, Bobby?
Guys? Bobby Stills here. Thank you for allowing me to talk about video games with you guys. And what have I been playing? Tomb Raider just came out for free, so I've been playing that. It's pretty fun. And then I've been playing a lot of
Wait, came out for free? What's free
on PlayStation? On PlayStation.
Okay. Cool.
So it's pretty nifty. Like those types of games. And then I've been playing a lot of games on the Oculus. That new Quest came out. And so I've been playing like a drone simulator, a shooting simulator, and then this other shooting game, which is, I know that I was mentioning to you guys, we talked about like open map platforms or whatever in the VR world. And it's called Population 1. I actually got jumped by some guys and they robbed me. I was
in VR.
In VR, I mean, I was like, I have it on video somewhere, but Tetris, I've been playing Tetris too. But that Population 1, man, I didn't know anything about the game. I didn't know what kind of game it really was. I just knew it was a first-person shooter game. And I went in there, and people were like walking up to me, like, "Hey, what's up, man? Welcome. Hey, have you played this game before?" And then more people start surrounding me, and I'm like, "What's up, guys? How's it going?" And they're like, "You need some help around here? Here, follow us around here." And then they jumped me, robbed me, and killed me. And
So this sounds like DayZ. This sounds like DayZ in VR.
Man, it was not lit. It's a really, really, really fun game. I'm still trying to get the hang of it, but you can get trapped. You work up quite a sweat with those things, man.
So you haven't lived truth and seen true immersion until you've been mugged in VR.
Yeah, man. It was cool talking to a bunch of little kids in there and stuff, and it's a little bit more real because opposed to playing online with other kids, you can't really see who the person is. It's just a representation of them on your screen. But this is like everybody's all decked out and they're surrounding you and they're like hitting you and robbing you for all your goods, man. I felt very violated.
And you just spawned in the game, so probably all you had was like pants and like a shirt.
Yeah, no, they let me walk around because you're inside of a building, and so I'm going in a locker and I'm like finding stuff and I'm like putting on a jacket and you got, you're filling your backpack up with stuff, and then I step out into the land and I see it's like hectic out there and I'm like, oh man, what do I do? Like I'm trying to who am I shooting? What's going on? I just got dropped in the middle of it. There was no like training or anything like that, so I guess it's a trial by fire. But then they set me up for the woo. They came up to me and were like, "Hey," they were all welcoming, like, "Hey, what's up? I haven't fresh
meat."
Yeah. So and then a lot of simulators. I've been playing a drone simulator too. So trying to get better at flying the drone. So
we need to figure out. I need to figure out my VR chat so you and I can go kick it in VR chat. You would love that.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
I'm gonna pass it over to the Sage Bell.
Okay. Hello, it's me. You can find me Twitch, Twitter at SageBell, Facebook and Instagram SageBell_model. I played Phasmophobia with the Saverings, and he died all the times except
Every
for the
time.
time, except for when he left. Then I died. But let's see. I also played Dead by Daylight. We'll get into my tournament talk a little bit later, but I was in a Dead by Daylight tournament on Saturday, and I played a little bit of Overwatch. I was just trying to get my skins, and every round I've played for the last 2 days I've lost. So I'm still 9 wins away from getting my skin unlocked.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That's a lot of losses.
It is, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, when in doubt, go to open queue and just hard heal. Sometimes that's all people need in Overwatch. Like
True.
these babies that don't want to play anything other than DPS, just want to pocket Zenny or Mercy. And Maniacs, if you don't know what we're talking about, this is not the podcast where you get entry level talk. We will talk over your head like a bunch of elitist assholes. We're talking Overwatch, and sometimes all a team needs is a little bit of support.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's a pretty consistent meta too. Everybody wants to jump on and see the big numbers and see the big damage going up, but it's really all about your supports and your tanks and stuff. So if you want to be gainfully employed in a game of this sort, yeah, it pays to be the support and the tank there.
I was going to say, since Loud and Brown was commandeering the conversation, why doesn't he talk about what he played, unless he already did?
Yeah, but I don't want to cut you off before you're done talking about what you
That's all I had to say.
Oh,
So
okay.
you did cut me off.
Rude.
I got you right when you were done.
It's like timing.
Where's my shame bell?
That's a freaking crazy timing. So yes, I played some Overwatch. I definitely play mostly support and tank because no one ever wants to play those. I like open queue because I am one of the few people in the Overwatch camp that kind of like when the big teams get taken down by like ragtag crazy like indie teams. My favorite example of that, and I don't know if MrKrispyPant knows about this. Yeah, I'll make it fast. We're gonna talk about Clockwork Vendetta, where they came in, they beat like a semi-pro team, and they're just a bunch of friends that play Overwatch, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? Who are these idiots?" Like, they all have day jobs. They just didn't like the current meta. So, I played Overwatch. I played a little bit of Street Fighter, but we're gonna talk more about Street Fighter later because the way I played it today, this week, has nothing to do with how it's gonna be next week. And that's it. I didn't play any Tekken. I didn't play any Warzone or Apex. At a light week. This is where we go to the intro of why we're here. We're here for MrKrispyPants, streamer, gamer, confidant, friend, professional, cool guy.
Oh, okay.
Introduce yourself, how our friends can follow you, and what did you play this week, my dude?
It is your boy Mark, aka MrKrispyPants. No S, just pants. And this week, yeah, no, right? Surprising. I messed up, but when I made my gamer tag. But what I've been playing this week, I've been like a Dorito eating, Mountain Dew drinking, Warzone player mostly this week. So not too proud because I hate that. But I've been playing that, and I've been playing that. I've been playing Valheim on PC a little bit. It's like a
I got a few buddies been playing that.
Yeah, you've been playing it. It's like
it's
like a PS1 version of Viking Minecraft. It's very weird.
What?
The graphics, if you play, you'll know what I'm talking about. And what's it been playing? 7 Days to Die on the PC, Killing Floor 2, just a bunch of shooters and that kind of stuff. And I just got my PC like 6 months ago or so or something like that. So I've been going crazy on Steam and on the Epic Game Store and doing all that kind of stuff. So that's mostly what I've been playing this week.
All right.
Nice.
And aside from Twitch, how else do people follow you? I know we're gonna do this at the end, but you're new. You haven't been here in a year or so. So let people know.
That's about it. Actually, Twitch. That's really about
That's right.
it.
Your Instagram presence is almost nothing.
Exactly. I post one picture every 2 years, maybe.
That's
So,
a lurk. Is that a lurk? Is that a lurk account?
Go ahead. Y'all continue the show.
Yeah.
That's a
lurk.
yes.
Lurk
Continue the show.
approved.
That's the only reason I
Lurk-
have an IG account.
Lurk confirmed. All right,
Be
we're
lurking.
moving on. Maniacs, thank you. This is we're 5 up today, and our first topic is we got a little bit of a push on Twitter. We're not really that big on Twitter that often, but Wendy's did their annual National Roast Day, and on a whim, London with a Y posted a picture of one of our bigger casts when we were at the studio with like 5 of us against a wall. We're like, and they threw us under the bus, and it was pretty
glorious.
fucking. It was glorious indeed.
Yeah.
And I said I was going to keep the post open, and then I totally forgot to keep it open because I'm a freaking dumbass. And the Twitter, not Twitch. She got us, and the funny thing is, it's not like she barely got us. Like she freaking got us within like 5 minutes, and called us a dodgeball team that was last picked. And I was like, God damn it!
Yeah. Said we look like the kids that got picked last for dodgeball.
Yeah, and it was great and beautiful, and people jumped in on it, and hold on, 3, 2, what? There we are, and let me share. Wait, can I share right here? Share.
Hold on. Let me see. I was gonna try to put it up for you.
I know I sent you the link a while ago, but then now I'm on share. Whichever way you go without it. Anyway, we're gonna wait for our producer to tell me what to do. But if you don't know, like the fun thing about this time of year is corporations jump in. McDonald's, Reddit, like big time multi-billion-dollar media companies are like, Wendy's, roast us, and she just throws them under the bus. And what they do is they actually hire a bunch of up-and-coming comedians to write during this day.
There you go. I kind of got it up. I got
that's
it up.
So what we said was, good luck roasting us. We're pretty magnificent. # National Roast Day. To which Wendy's is like, team, quote, got picked last in dodgeball, end quote. Looks like they could use some sleep.
Yeah.
Sweet Bullet Club hoodie, though. And this is something that made our phantom sometimes host super happy because he didn't even get roasted.
Yeah, he got
If
props in
anything,
that
he
one.
got a compliment. And that's Cybo Man himself, Von Shady, who we love and adore with all of our hearts. He's our favorite Cambodian. He's my favorite Cambodian.
He's probably the mascot, yeah. Easily.
What a fantastic person. But I implore you, everybody listening, to go and search. Some people got buried. Like Bagel Bites might not even be a company anymore.
When did National Roast Day become a thing, though? That's my question.
At least 2 years ago, because she's been at it for a while. But 2 years ago was the first time I discovered it. Sagebell, MrKrispyPant, have you heard of this?
Oh yeah, I heard about like you said 2 years ago. I heard about the Wendy roast. I thought it was like fake because some of the things they were saying were nasty, man.
Yeah,
I was like, nah, someone's getting fired from Wendy for saying this kind of stuff. That's what I feel like.
Ooh.
But I guess it worked out for him. I mean, I am mad because I didn't put myself out there like that. So,
and also doesn't Arby's get loose too? I thought Arby's gets on there.
Arby's
people too.
Arby they go for the anime tip. They target me specifically because I like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and they had like a Arby's melt with Dio's face in it, and I lost my mind. I bought like 2 of them.
And Sagebell, can you confirm this? Because I remember I was at an anime convention, and Arby's had a booth that was a Gundam built out of Arby's boxes, and I had to turn to somebody that was working with me that year. Because Maniacs, I work anime conventions sometimes because I'm a big personality. And they were like, oh, Arby's fucks with anime. And I didn't know this. Can you confirm, Sage?
I cannot.
Oh,
Arby's has never approached you for a sponsorship.
Nope.
You tell us though, right? If they did.
have they never come to Seattle?
I have no idea.
Well, their social media specifically has done deep cuts for anime,
Deep
right, Crispy
cuts.
Pants?
Deep cuts, like Yu Yu Hakusho, like episode 1 references and that kind of stuff. Like
They are
it's been
in
crazy.
it. They are dope.
Trigun references.
And anyway, that's topic number 1. Follow them. Also follow Arby's. Fuck McDonald's.
Hey, we
And
didn't say that.
I did say that.
Don't get a
It's trash
cyber band
food.
again.
I'll get
We
cyber
love you,
banned by them.
McDonald's.
It's
If
not
you want
good
a
food.
sponsor,
They're not even trying. They're the lowest common denominator. Eat a dick. Fuck them. I like don't eat. But Arby's and Wendy's, we're cool. Like they get it. They're part of the community. They get it, and I'm down with it.
okay. What's next?
I think it's them pandering to a younger generation. I don't necessarily think that they're part of the community.
But at least they're part of it. If you're gonna sell trash food, at least they kind of get it. I'm not saying that I eat Wendy's or I eat Arby's. I eat neither. I am Lil Woody's only with
I was
burgers.
about to say.
Yeah. Mark.
I know.
Christy Pants knows that Uncle Derek is the worst when it comes to fast food.
I
But
came home and you judged me every single time I walked in with a cheeseburger from Burger King or McDonald's. You just looked at me like, look at him. All right, and then they walk away
If
from
you're
me.
a
I'm like, okay.
Northwest boy, you should consume Northwest products. I'm so, but I didn't give you any shit when you got dicks, though. I was like, you got dicks? All right, that's
Pause.
yeah, that's from here. All right, on to the next topic. We got so many things to talk about, and because we got hold on, I'm reading. Okay, never mind. We're gonna talk about the 3090, just because I know that's something that Saverings needs to get off his chest. We're talking about GPUs. Go, my dude. Why did you share this post, and what are we talking about?
Basically, I shared this post as a general PSA for everyone out there. Whether you're looking to build a new computer like we did last year, it's still a beast. If you're looking to upgrade, if you're considering, should I get a PC? Should I get an Xbox? Should I get a PlayStation 5? This will definitely affect all of that. Basically, we're screwed when it comes to graphics cards. Don't try to buy anything new here in the next year or so. It's going to be bad. And for a variety of reasons, COVID screwed up all of the manufacturing and all the shipping and things of that nature. But also miners are starting to get their hands on it. So in some cases, buying it before it even goes on sale on websites or on store shelves. So basically, I just do it out there as a PSA, letting you know that technology is going to be expensive, especially in the high-end to mid-range gaming areas. A perfect example, NVIDIA's budget brand new graphics card came out, the RTX 3060. It was supposed to be $329. A day after it came out, it's already selling for $500 if you can find one. So it's just kind of screwy. I thought I would throw it out there as a PSA to everyone interested in that field, anyone looking to build a PC, anyone looking to upgrade. As I know we have some people who are usually in our comments like to ask us, opinions on hardware and stuff like that. So that was about it. Any questions, comments, anything of that nature?
Sorry. Yeah, Vince Rants is flexing right now. What does he have? 3080. Wait, he has a 3080 and a 5900?
And a Ryzen 5900. So that's different.
Yeah,
What I'm saying-
that's the processor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a processor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ryzen makes processors. So he's saying he has a really powerful build.
So he's saying this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do they say in the article actually, what the reason for the price increase on the cards? Is there something new materials they're using or anything?
Basic capitalism. There's a high demand and not a lot of product, and the product that is getting out there is getting bought milliseconds after it's getting even placed in any system anywhere. So people are buying it before it even hits retailers in some cases. That's what happened with the PS5. People bought it out on the website through a loophole before it even went on sale. So this is happening. It's even to the point where all the scalpers and all the bots are buying all the new laptops with these new graphics cards in them. There's pictures of cryptocurrency mines farms with just these laptops open, kind of like flipped upside down. just all networked
Jesus.
together. Yeah,
Wait,
so you can't even get your hand on a laptop.
So, CrispyPant, what gaming laptop do you have?
I don't have a gaming laptop. I have a rig, like a whole PC setup.
Break it down. Break it down. What you got?
I don't know, man. I bought it from Best Buy pre-made because I didn't want to spend the time or the effort to make my own.
No shame in that, because I bought 2 pre-made computers from Best Buy this holiday season, and they're both very solid, and they're sold out now. You can't even go back and get the pre-builts now. Oh,
really?
Yeah, on Newegg and Best Buy. Yep.
Okay, well, I lucked out then. Like, all thing I know is I have like a really bad graphics card in there. That's pretty much all I know is going on my PC. Like I said, I just got into the PC game 6-7 months ago, so I have no idea what's going on.
Now it's been longer for you.
You're in good company, because not only me and Sagebell and Saverings know this because he's been in the office. We had our bar friend Blue, and he just got into the PC game within the last 6 months too. And he did what I did. He bought an Optiplex and upgraded. So
yeah, I'm definitely gonna upgrade here soon. Like, once I figure out what GPUs, CPUs, and all the U's that I can figure out, I'll go ahead and upgrade all the U's.
PSU, your power supply.
Oh my God!
Yep.
Is that going to be our first shirt after
USB,
Get Moist? Is all the U's?
Well, it's all good. We can straighten you out. You can ask here in our chat. You can ask myself or Sagebell. We can point you in the right direction.
Good, thank you. I need it for real. I appreciate it.
All right, is anything in danger? I know we had a big post, Sagebell. What was it? 3 months ago, where we really talked about, mining and people not being able to get a hold of cards. Like, are we in a point where people can actually get what they want now?
Mm.
No. No. And it's not gonna. Yeah.
Well,
it's not gonna be any better for at least a year.
A year?
Yeah, a year.
All right, Sagebell, please. What do you have in your tower?
Stuff.
GPU wise.
Again.
You have a 580, right?
Sage seems very annoyed today.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure everybody's talking on the podcast. I'm sorry.
Purchase life.
I, on the other hand, am trying to render video files that I paid so much money for this fucking computer, and it's not working, and I'm very upset.
Well, I can't help you because it's an Apple, so I know nothing. I can't troubleshoot you at all.
Yeah, the motherboard is probably bad.
Throw it in the garbage. That's how I'd fix it.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. Son of a bitch.
Ooh.
Son of a bitch. I'm trying to find. I wish I would have got those articles. You could send those articles to me.
Yeah, it's 580.
580.
Okay.
Good times.
That's about. It's about 1.25, 1.5 times the power of like a 1X.
Okay, what is that compared to my 970? That's what I want to know.
It's about 1.75 times. It's not quite double.
It's not quite double, but she's kicking ass.
Yeah, the 970 kicks ass, so 580 kicks ass.
I upgraded my motherboard and my CPU, which was the more important stuff in my case.
Yeah.
So
and maniacs, to anybody that is joining right now, this is the Saltier Podcast, episode 111, and I had the supreme joy. Because Thursday nights, with me playing music and stuff, I'm not always available on Thursday nights. Our lovely host posted on a Friday night this week, and I was able to join her stream. And
you followed me.
It was awesome, and it's so funny seeing her react to scary situations. That game is bananas. It's bananas. It's actually almost kind of scary watching her walk through it because it's dark as shit. Wait, Saverings, ... and CrispyPant, have you played this game?
Saverings was the other voice in the game.
Yeah, I was the one playing it. I was the one dying. I was gonna ask you, did you watch me die?
Okay, what about CrispyPant? Have you heard of this game?
I've heard of it. I haven't played it. I've heard about it. Like, I watch our friend B and Echo play it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
what game is it?
Asthmaphobia.
Asthmaphobia?
Phas.
Phas.
PH. Phasmo.
Like a phantasm.
I thought you said asthmaphobia.
I know.
Yeah.
And every now and then I'll be like, okay, she's just walking around looking for tools, and then there'll be out of nowhere a silhouette of a little girl standing in front of her, and I'll scream and almost throw my headphones off. I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna kill you!
You should play that in VR.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. With Bobby, the king of the stills from, Ohio's very own. What are you running for your RAM?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
For 4Gs and an Apple, it's probably like 4 gigs.
I know I have an 8 gig, and I'm lucky.
I'm not sure. I think you're right. I don't know.
I mean, Matt, I used to scream all the time in that game, and now I don't.
Okay. Well, y'all, make sure you follow and subscribe. Subscribe, and also, throw some cash if you got $5, $10, $20, and jump into that stream every Thursday night, unless otherwise noted, to Sage Bell's podcast. Especially if you love horror movies, there's a good Venn diagram there for entertainment. And it's not 6 hours. It's 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. But yeah, 3 hours. I had to make some food, so I split after 2 hours. But I had a lot of fun watching. It's a gas. We get our homie Matt Stoddy sometimes, and we'll get Savory.
Yep, he was there.
Sometimes.
Yep.
Actually,
I was terrible.
Always Matt Stotts. He's
All right.
always in the game.
I have 8 gigabytes of RAM on here.
Okay. Oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
In a 4G computer,
Yeah.
you should have like 32. You should. In the year of our Lord 2021, you should have like
In the
32
year
gigs.
of our Lord.
You should have like 32 gigs of RAM in a 4G computer. Especially if you were in NVIDIA.
We have 2 topics that I really want to tackle before we end this podcast. We got movie, video game podcasting, and free to play. Sage Bell, which one should we do first?
I don't have anything to say about free to play, but you guys do.
Okay,
That was your rant topic with Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, okay. So before we get to the free to play, because free to play should be quick, I want to reset and make sure everybody knows we are listening to the Salt Tier Podcast. This is the Voodoo Ranger, New Belgium sponsored Soundcasting Network podcast, where your argument is
Invalid.
It's valid.
Invalid, yeah.
Thank you. Please follow on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, SoundCloud, all of the things.
iTunes.
Twitch might be the future. Am I right, CrispyPant?
I mean, it's been the future, the present, and a little bit of the past, honestly, for the last couple of years.
It'll be. Go ahead.
People keep trying to get rid of Twitch, but Twitch is still the most
They try so hard.
integrated thing that you can have.
Yeah,
the only other
Mix-
thing, people will export their plays onto YouTube. People will just put clips on YouTube, so they don't really use YouTube as their live stream platform as commonly as they do Twitch.
Yeah, and Mixer didn't work, right?
Nope.
We'll never know.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
never
true.
know.
We'll never know.
They didn't really let it run
pulled
its
the plug.
course, man.
They hired Ninja
could've
and
been.
said, nah.
Yeah.
So
That was their first.
And
That
then-
was their first mistake. Was hiring fucking Ninja. The
and
dude's
then-
a fucking dork.
And then they released the controller with the share button and then got rid of Mixer. So what am I sharing to?
Okay, so Maniacs, and this is also the producers. I'm doing jazz hands here. Remember to like and subscribe and comment, because especially if we're trying to make our YouTube happen, according to all my friends that are the YouTubers, that's part of their algorithm. You have to like, subscribe, and comment, and commenting brings the audience larger, and that's what we want, because we want people to be involved in this. That's why we have Stoddy. That's why we have Dark Kane. That's why we have Opium Dragon. Those are our friends that we want to talk to games about. Am I right?
Sure, that was barely a sentence, but yes.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Before we get to the big topic about movies, because that's one of the things that we've talked to over the last 4 years of this podcast, I want to talk to gaming, thinking about free to play. So this is a very, very big topic that I know CrispyPant is part of because you play Warzone, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you play Overwatch. And
Nah.
you play
I
used
played
to play
Overwatch. Oh, used to play Overwatch. Yeah.
And you and I, when you're in Seattle, play Tekken.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So the idea is, with the ownership of Overwatch of Activision and seeing all the money that has been brought in, and Saverings posted a screen cap of the top games played on stream when Cyberpunk came out. Everything after Cyberpunk was multiplayer free-to-play games. Every single one. Single one. It was CSGO, Dota 2. It was just down the list. It was all free games.
Warframe.
And that really is the money generator. Yeah. It was the money generator of the games that are happening. And what do you think this is happening in the future? And with Overwatch 2 basically being dismissed and saying it's not coming out this year, there's a lot of rumors that that's going to be a free-to-play game. And there is even a push to make Street Fighter a free-to-play game, which other fighters have done. Do you think this is the future of gaming, or do you think this is a path that we shouldn't go down? I'm going to start with CrispyPant.
I would say it's kind of like a good and bad road to go down for gaming in general, because with the free to play games, it's a broader audience. People that can't afford the game for $60 can play for free with their friends. It's not a big deal. But then you have people like, I'm gonna call it Activision, being kind of lazy with their anti-cheat system, pretty much anti-cheatware. And so anybody can get the game for free, pay $60 for like aimbot or something like that, right? Just as an example. Then just start crushing it and then get banned, and then they come right back with a new account and they keep doing that over and over and over again.
So Maniacs, to enhance on what CrispyPant just said, when you buy a $60 game, you have to buy the game. And when you get banned, you can't play it. But with free-to-play games, when you get banned, you can just start another account.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what they've been doing for a while, yeah.
Also with free-to-play games, and this is why we started this topic, there are Smurfs. And there are throwers, and you and Sage play more online shooters than I do because I'm bad at them. You see me play shooters, I fucking suck, man. But you and Sage, I've seen Sage play Valorant, and you've been at my house playing Overwatch. You're both very good at it.
I thought you leveled up in Overwatch.
I like Overwatch, but I'm bad at it. What I'm saying is I want you and Sage Bell to talk about what you think of Smurfs and throwers into the free-to-play universe.
Sage, do you want to go first?
I mean, they're going to be anywhere anyways, so...
I mean, I agree with that. I do agree with that. They're going to be Smurfs and throwers no matter what game you play. Free to play or not, someone's going to get salty, someone's going to sit in the spawn, and someone's going to ruin the game for everybody else just because they're mad about something. So people are people. They're just going to keep doing that no matter what.
I mean, there's always going to be people who just want to troll on games.
And I'll put it this way. In any game worth its salt creatively, even if that stuff happens, there's creative ways where you can handle that. I know in the like Battlefield Bad Company days, Battlefield 3 and 4, Team Fortress 2, yes, people would do that and try to cheese the game, but you can get creative and get them right back if you really wanted to. So it kind of balances out. Like Sage says, it's going to happen everywhere. Even if it's like a premium game, people are still going to do that, have multiple accounts and come back and do stuff. So
exactly,
it kind of, yeah. But what you're saying earlier, is it something that's the future of gaming, or is it something that's bad? I would say both. And that's just how it's going to go.
No, I agree with that.
Let's see where this goes. Yeah.
So that's the thing that Street Fighter is scared of, because any fighter that has jumped into the free-to-play, what's the word? Realm. Thank you. The free-to-play realm has done poorly, and that's not. And and I'm very guilty of this because I'm an old man. The FGC community, we're elitist assholes, and we really like to contain our community. And like, for example, Smash Brothers Melee is a perfect example of how FGC treats online gaming.
Yep.
You know, like, oh yeah, that exists. That doesn't really matter. And real tournaments are the only thing we actually hold on high as being good at the game. And that means we're at the bottom rung. Whereas League of Legends, CSGO, and the successful money-making games are laughing their way to the bank. And that's what I mean to bring this up is the last shareholders meeting for Overwatch is that they were going to try to bring in mobile and free-to-play elements into Overwatch because Call of Duty is so successful at making money for the shareholders and the company as a whole. And do you feel that that is something that can be successful?
Statistically, yes, because people are going to pick it up and play it that don't know all this, and they're going to spend some loot. So yeah, they're going to make billions. That's just kind of how it goes.
Yes, that's how I feel. Bobby?
Yeah, I mean, I think the future of gaming is free to play video games. I mean, I almost was gonna buy, the new Call of Duty, but I didn't because the other one was free to play. And so Call of Duty can still make money without somebody purchasing the new game. And people are going to buy stuff anyway. So the more people you have online playing for free, the more likelihood you're going to have them. They're going to pay way more than $60 for the game eventually in the end over years and years and years. They're just going to download just keep doing upgrades and more upgrades, maybe do a new release of the game. But hopefully people don't have to start over and they can start transferring all the stuff that they've paid for already.
Nope. That's the part that's going to be screwed up.
That's what's fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You lose everything. And I feel like people should look, just like people buying their gaming rigs, should look at this as like an investment. I'm going to hate to see the day that a new Grand Theft Auto comes out. All the fucking shit that people have in Grand Theft Auto is just all gone. All those years, all those memories. And it's just like, can you transfer your wardrobe over to the new game? I think that's what they should start working towards. And it's just looks like all that money's being flushed down the toilet. But I definitely think that in the long run, free-to-play games there's a lot of games that I play that I would never pick up. And it's made me actually like those series because I would have never paid for it.
Yeah. All right. Sage Bell, free-to-play games. Do you think that's the future, or do you feel buying games is more rational?
I mean, they're both so intermingled already. I played a lot of free-to-play games, but then I don't now. I play other games, but I just kind of follow where my friends are. Is Apex free-to-play, or was that pay-to-play?
It's free.
Yeah,
okay.
Free.
Yeah, Apex is super big. But as things go, other things come up. It doesn't really necessarily mean if it's free to play or if it's not, because people are still going to pay for things.
So it's not really a factor for you as a gamer. Like $60 is the paywall isn't that big of an aspect for you.
Well, I mean, $60 is a lot. I don't pay $60 for games. I will buy a game when it's on sale. I will pay $30, $25 max usually for a game.
And you know me very well. You know me very well. If it's a fighter, I'll pay $60 and not even blink an eye. But if it's a shooter, I'll grumble and be a boomer and be super salty about it. Yeah. But for example, I haven't bought a Call of Duty game for years, but I downloaded Warzone. And I downloaded Apex. So, I think it's kind of different. CrispyPant, how does that affect you as a gamer? Buying a game or free to play? What do you prefer? And what do you think is the future?
I kind of go with Sage on where my friends go kind of thing. Like Warzone, it makes me so upset. I probably wouldn't have got it if my friends didn't have it. But also, I bought the game when it first came out before Warzone. And it was $60 regardless. So, I'm trying to get my money's worth out of it. But I think it's the future for some companies, I feel like. Some, not all. like you said, for fighting games, being free to play is a different aspect than being a shooter and being free to play. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, I hear you.
because like like I said, cheaters and griefers and all that kind of stuff in a shooter compared to a fighting game is 1-on-1. If a dude griefs on the other side, you just got a free win. You know what I mean? And then someone on your fire squad griefs the game, you just down a man and 4 dudes just run up on you and kill you, and you get upset, you get angry, you don't want to play the game anymore. Like for me, I haven't played the game in about a week and a half because I got so upset. It's just not worth my time, I feel like, anymore. But I'll probably play it tomorrow because it's addicting, So
yeah,
I think it all just depends on what company it is and what game they're trying to present to the people for being free to play. Because Fortnite did it too. They're free to play also, and they were the first ones to really kind of blow up with the free to play battle royale kind of shooters. You know what I mean? So everyone's kind of following their footsteps, in my opinion. But yeah, I think it all depends on the game, honestly, for free to play.
Yeah, I think it also kind of depends on the adaptation of them trying to sell games for $70 now.
Yeah, exactly. Like PS5 is $65 right now, right?
Yeah, they're trying to like normalize that, and there's a lot of pushback on it. Eventually, there will be some games that will be $69.99 out of the gate, but I don't think they can go much higher than that. And I think at that point, they're going to start prioritizing. Like a perfect example of all this happening is the $60, $70 games on PlayStation 5, and then you have games like Squadrons, which was $40, which was a full-on experience, but it was limited in its scope, and they kind of told you that out of the gate. But it was $40 coming out the gate. So I think we're going to start seeing more games for like 40 or 50, a couple more at like 70. And then, but beneath that, you'll start seeing more free to play coming out, especially older games that have like kind of made their money back, and now they can move into that model. Yeah.
And Favorings, who's the main director for Gears of War? What's his name again?
Maybe Cliffy B. Talking about Dude Huge over there.
Cliffy B has been saying for years, I'm talking about over a decade, that $20 is the price of the game should be, and extra things should be as DLC. And I'm more and more thinking that I think he's right. Like $20 is a really good price point to be like, I want to play this game, and then anything extra I could pay on top of that. Whereas 60 is kind of a lot, and $0, but having to pay for anything that's good is also bad. I think a $20 game is a good price point.
And that's funny too.
It's a flip of a coin too, because sometimes you get a game that's $60 in it, and you get your money's worth out of that game. Other times you pay $60 and the game's garbage. And then we've talked about this before on the show, is you pay $60 for a game, and then you still have to pay more to unlock different things. And they don't tell you that. It takes a little bit before it gets out, and then you start seeing the internet, and you're like, what the fuck? So a lot of these fucking gaming houses are fucking garbage, and it's a money grab.
It's a mess right now.
Yeah, it's a fucking mess.
Absolutely.
Speaking of messes, did you guys see Bohemian Interactive? Those are the makers of the Arma series. Their engine powers DayZ. It inspired things like PUBG. They just got they got a minority stake of themselves bought out by Tencent. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Did you guys see that? It's not Tencent owns a piece. Yeah, it's just happening. It's just the slow mediocrity of gaming is just kind of happening. So let's kind of see where it goes. But $20. That's literally my price point. That's usually what I'll pay for a game. I actually looked on my Social Blade on Steam or whatever, and my average price for a game I paid for on Steam is $17.84. And as of the time of this recording, I have about 1,200 games on Steam, and I paid about $17 per game. So do the math. But the difference between a $60 game, it really depends. Like Jix said down there, if you can get like $1 per hour of game that you play, that I would say that'd be worth it. Like there's a difference between like a Dark Souls 3 and like a Call of Duty or whatever. Like maybe you'll just play the single player mode, which is like 8 to 10 hours. Like maybe the story was worth it to you. Maybe playing Dark Souls for 200 hours for $60 is worth it to you. It really just depends on what you get out of it. But yeah, I could definitely see them messing with the prices. I could definitely see free to play definitely becoming more of a thing. And I'm just curious to see where it goes, to be honest.
Same.
It's going to be a mess, though, either way.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a disaster, but it's going to be cool at the same time.
All right. And now comes to the Kung Fu, the the resource and the utility of being able to move and ebb and flow this podcast. We're coming to the closing statements. Before that, I want to make sure, because our podcast doesn't have our own our own Twitch, and we don't have our own stream of what we play individually, I want to bring attention to Sage Bell's stream and what she's up to every Thursday. Am I right?
Yeah, every Thursday at 7 p.m. I
Yes.
play.
Somebody clip
cooperative
Sage's
games.
face. This whole
I know.
podcast.
That's all. Yeah.
We'll give that to London with a Y.
Meme Lord down there.
Yeah, which is me. If we're gonna break the illusion, I do all the back end stuff because that's me. But when we're talking about streaming, we had Scoots talk about her streaming and that she was a badass and not to be questioned. Can you talk about that before we go to closing statements, Sage Bell, about Scoots?
Okay, so Scoodles with 3 O's. She and Glam Trash are both Dead by Daylight streamers. Scoodles was hosting a tournament on Saturday. What it was is you get to play as a killer or as a survivor. You're on a random team of 5. And essentially, my team was super random. I am one of the lowest ranked people, but I usually play with everyone who's really high ranked. It's just the game screws me over because, and they were just talking about how I was actually a better player than my rank said. And my team ended up placing second.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
Very good.
The unofficial first place, but we're not going to get into that drama. So we're
Yeah, I know. Hopefully, we'll get back.
Yeah.
We'll get back to
Oh, no.
PDX Land and Evo and
Bonus rounds.
bonus round. Bonus round. Thank you. That's why we have Bobby Stills to bring us back. So Maniacs, so many gaming things. We're getting there. We're getting vaccinated. We're not to normal, but we're trying to get to noble. And we are at the point where we're doing closing statements. And with this closing statements, I need to bring up that Sage Bell, journalist Sage Bell, brought up that Oscar Isaac is being looked at for Metal Gear Solid. And how you feel about that. And if you don't want to talk about that, talk about fan casting for something that is in your heart. And we're going to go in order as usual, and we're going to start at the top left of what I'm looking at, and we're going to start at Saverings ... But before that, remember, Voodoo Ranger IPA, employee-owned and B Corp certified. Delicious. What do you got there, Saverings?
I have got the higher plane IPA. It's delicious and it's quite refreshing.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Sage Bell?
I'm not drinking.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you had a box. I have wine. I ran out. I drank all of my
You better be
Voodoo
eating
Ranger,
shrimp with
but-
that.
Voodoo Ranger. Hashtag live rangerously. We're going to closing statements. And that's starting with you. Saverings ... Also V-Dash Gaming. Also Thanks Betwixt. Also Midlife Comics. Jesus,
yes.
man. Pick one.
No, I have many brands and many aliases. You got to spread it out. I got brands. They're all under my LLC. If you want to know.
Okay, Oscar Isaac, MGS. Is that cool, or do you want to talk about something else? Go.
Oscar Isaac is Solid Snake. Yep. Okay, sure. It just depends. Like, let's see. He's a good actor. I mean, let's see the rest of the movie. Whatever. It's a video game movie, so it's 90% going to be garbage anyway. So let's just see. I'll keep an open mind. Could be good. Could be garbage. Could be so bad it comes all the way around and it's good again. As far as my final thought, gaming is going to get weird, y'all. Pay attention. All these companies are trying to like get over on you like it's a utility or something, and they're trying to gas you over some video games. It's kind of ridiculous. So just enjoy what you do. If you're going to spend money on it, know where your money's going, and that's with anything, not just video games too. Have fun, try different things. If you get to try a new gaming experience, like a genre you never played, or try some VR, or catch a deal on a Switch that you weren't planning on buying, go ahead. You know, if you can afford it, you know, if it's not taking food out of you or your family's mouth in these days and times. But just saying, leave yourself open to new gaming experiences. I'm not really much of a VR horror guy. It freaks me the hell out, but I like that. So I definitely wanted to play something cooperative, and I had a good time with Matt and Sage Bell there, even though I died, but that was half the fun to me. And kind of ironic, me being the only black dude. I figured like I should have known coming into this I'd die, and I did.
I was a black character.
That's true.
Get out of here, Sage. All right.
So,
Get out of here,
no, but so I get it. Like when she died, she was that character. Okay, all right. But anyway,
I'm just saying.
yeah,
Skin color in game.
in game, yeah. She was representing in that way. But yeah, thanks for joining us here. It's good to see all y'all. Good to be seen. I'll kick it off to Bobby there.
What are we talking about? Oscar Isaac?
Yeah,
Oscar Isaac, or if you don't want to talk about MGS,
As this
talk
guy,
about
this guy right here?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
cool
sure.
with that. That looks
Yeah, sure,
good.
he's a good actor too. So let's see.
I mean, but yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I love me some Metal Gear Solid, and so I just want to see respect brought to this character.
Yeah,
Solid Snake.
Yeah,
is
that's
you
my
know.
thing.
So, yeah, I don't know. You know, whatever. Should be good. Closing statements. I don't know. Follow me on all the platforms at Bobby Stills. I'm really excited. You know, I know you're talking a lot about the vaccination and coming like that, and I really miss human contact and stuff. But man, they're making it so much easier to really connect people. You know, it's become a lot easier for even families and stuff to connect through video games, and even streaming platforms and stuff have been really cool. So I'm really excited for everything to open back up. But they're making it a lot easier to connect with people across great distances. So I'm happy. You know, this VR gaming stuff is starting to really trip me out. But
Yeah,
other
that
than
is pretty
Like
crazy.
you're
That is pretty crazy that you brought that up. I've probably seen more of my family in the last year than I've seen in a long time because we've been teleconferencing. And
Well, I
stuff, and
mean,
relatives I hadn't seen in a long time.
I mean, but I'm more of the guy that goes to a friend's house to play video games. You know, I'd rather bring a system over to somebody's house and bring some TVs in the living room and stuff like that. Like, that's fun to me.
You old
You know,
man.
I mean, maybe I am. I'm just from that generation
Same
of LAN
here.
parties and stuff like that. It's just like, you know, you're not sitting cooped up at your house all alone and stuff like that. But this has actually got me. Like, I wouldn't have started. I wouldn't be playing the new Call of Duty if it wasn't for, you know, my friends trying to get me online, like Crispy was saying. You know, I wouldn't have been on there, and I've had a really good time. I never even use I don't even invite my friends on PlayStation 5 to play with me. But since this, my friends list has went up, you know,
Mhm.
up out the sky, whatever you say. So anyway,
To the moon.
yeah, to the moon. So yeah, so thanks for having me, you guys, and I'm gonna try to get you guys some cool graphics and stuff coming up next week. Actually, I'm gonna try to do a closer this week. But anyway, over to you there, Loud and Brown.
Maniacs, love you. Oh, hold on. Maniacs, love you to death. Thank you for joining us. This is episode 111. And my closing statements are, as far as movie casting, Oscar Isaac, badass. Make sure you check out the movies Ex Machina and
Excellent.
Inside Llewyn Davis.
I've
And
seen
if
that
you
one.
haven't seen those movies, shut the fuck up. You don't know anything about them. You only know Star Wars, which is bullshit. That's not
Yeah.
anything.
Mhm.
And I think the window for video game movies is possible because of what Sage Bell and Save Rings have said in the past. Because Detective Pikachu and because of wait, shit, I just forgot the other movie. What was
Sonic.
the other big?
Sonic, and there was another
Yeah, and
one.
Sonic. Because of Detective Pikachu and Sonic, I have faith that video game movies can be done well. And don't get me wrong, I'm a little scared at Last of Us, but I'm good for it
HBO.
because
Mhm.
what was it?
And
That's
it's a
true.
TV show. It's
Yeah.
HBO. And
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a
wow.
TV show.
Yeah, so they usually have good stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm scared, but I'm positive about it because I want it to be the new thing. Because comic books, if we're talking about savorings, ... we know that comic books went under the bus the entire decade of the 90s. It was
long before that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
I'm good with it because people need to fall on the sword before things become amazing. Before we get our Batman Dark Knight, we need our Elektra with
Blood
Jennifer
Rain.
Garner. You know, like some people need to not do well. I have been Loud and Brown, Twitter and Instagram. I am Gross Stuff with a PH on Steam and PS4. We're going down to the one that actually does all the fucking work and kicks ass every Thursday on our stream. Sage Bell, let's go. Closing statements.
I don't care about Metal Gear Solid.
Sage.
I've never played it.
You should.
It's good.
My only
It's good.
interaction was a smelly cosplayer in a box in cosplay chess who didn't shower and he just smelled really bad.
Oh, come on,
he
but-
stayed in
but-
the box. We didn't smell him.
But
Don't
but
call
you know
out
that,
the community.
yeah. Plus you know that's not indicative of the game itself. You should
I
play
know.
them. They're good.
But since we're still talking about movies and things, HBO's releasing the Mortal Kombat movie in April. I remember some of y'all were excited for that.
Oh,
let's
let's
see.
see. Let's see.
Because up until like recently, that was the default good comic book video game movie, like by default.
Yeah, the HBO's taking over and they're releasing one in April 16th. So who knows what we're getting there.
Okay.
What I'm excited about The Last of Us is that, like, okay, we get 2 former Game of Thrones actors who are both badasses, and they're gonna be like the Ellie and Joel. Like, dude, that's what I think super awesome. And then final thought on this whole thing was Borderlands announced 2 more people who I'm not actually upset about.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yay!
I am
Not
not
Kevin
upset.
Hart.
I am not upset about Jamie Lee Curtis's Tannis. I actually think she would make a good Tannis.
Nice.
Whatever. And then Jack Black as Claptrap. All right. I'm not mad about it. I'm really only mad about Kevin Hart. Like
Same.
Jack Black. I'm just like,
Watch Kevin Hart turn out to be like the best part of the movie. Like who knows? Life is goofy and weird like that. Like
Well,
I don't even know.
Talented
they already
motherfucker.
They have Jack Black and Kevin Hart. I'm just waiting for The Rock now because they're always on movies together. Jungle Book. We're gonna also get Karen Gillan, right?
Yeah, she
Right.
could be Maya or somebody.
No. Oh yeah.
Or Gage.
Ooh, she'd be great.
Yeah, she'd be a
I
good
love
Gage.
Gage.
Yeah.
All right.
Catch me Thursday night, 7 p.m. Twitch.tv.
Woo!
Bell.
Thursday nights, Twitch. What time?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Join the fun. I will tell you, and CrispyPants, you might know this. It is fun as shit. Like watching Sage Bell play horror games is a dream.
I wanted to make
Go ahead.
a quick final announcement. My next stream will actually be my first stream on a stream team. So I am now a part of a team called Quantum Pride. I got accepted in their program, and so that means I will have be able to grow my community bigger and be part of like fundraisers and stuff.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah!
Heck yeah.
Game.
All right, and no pressure, Mr. CrispyPant. You're closing out this episode. Closing statements on movie, video games, and closing statements in your heart.
Okay, I'll start with my heart first. Closing statement in my heart is don't play Warzone. Save yourself the trouble
Oh my
and
god.
the heartache and the
Ken,
headache.
London
Don't
with
play
a
Warzone.
Y. Can you crop that? That is the best shit ever.
Just don't play Warzone. Save yourself the trouble and the headache.
Here.
But,
I'll second that.
See, you know. But for movies, I would say you guys should check out the one that came out on HBO Max, I think Friday, Juice and the Black Messiah. I just got done watching that myself. It is powerful, man. It is really good. I advise everybody here and everybody watching to go watch that movie and give me your thoughts. See, Derek knows. Give me your thoughts. If you can hit me up on Facebook, if you know who I am. But also, you guys can follow me at twitch.tv/MrKrispyPant. No S at the end of pant. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.
Nice.
All right,
Sweet, sweet,
Maniacs. That has been a beautiful podcast. Let me give a round of applause for CrispyPant for joining us
Yep.
up top,
Clap.
making our podcast more melanated. We talked about gaming. We talked about free to play. We talked about movies, and we talked about Voodoo Ranger IPA, the most beautiful IPA available to us by New Belgium. We're gonna give a big shout out to our super producer, Keith the Boogie, for the Soundcasting Network. The producer taking a double deucer and a seducer.
I feel bad for even creating that.
I know. I know.
Yeah,
That's all your fault. That's the only reason I'm saying that, because of you.
That was one of the best things about being live in studio, is just watching him get so angry at us.
Yeah.
All right, remember to like.
Virtually.
No.
Remember to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, and unless anybody has anything else to say, this has been a production of the Soundcasting Network.
The podcasting sound work.
The podcasting sound work. Thank you kindly.